The game of tennis has come a long way. We've seen a variety of players with different strategies dominate the court from time to time. Some players love to take over with the classic serve and volley, while others preferred to smash it home from the baseline. And while both these techniques are super effective, nothing beats a good old tennis rally. In this video, we're going to talk about the longest tennis rallies ever. Stay tuned. First up, 2018 Davis Cup. The 2018 edition of the Davis Cup had it all. It was full of action, but the best moment of all was undoubtedly when Spain took on France. Nicolas Mahut and Marcel Granollers, both legends of the game, went head-to-head in an intense game of tennis, creating a record for one of the longest rallies in the sport's history. And while the rally started with both these gentlemen wanting to win the point, it became pretty clear the pair was playing for the crowd. Most shots were backhand slices, with the intent to make the rally as long as possible. It went on for a total of 84 shots, with the Spaniard finally taking home the match 13-11. About 30 seconds into the rally, both players knew they had the crowd on their side and decided to keep it going for as long as they could. It lasted a little over 2 minutes, with the Frenchman ultimately hitting the ball out of the court to give Marcel the second point of the match. Next, pushing it to the limit. It seems like the French really have a thing for tennis rallies. Simons vs Monfils at the Australian Open 2013 might not be the longest rally, but it was definitely one of the most intense we've ever seen. The match was tied at 4-4 in the second set, and the fact that this rally came at such a crucial point just made it so much more exciting. We can't even imagine how grueling it must have been for the pair, but it was insane to watch. It went on for 71 shots, and the best part about it was both the Frenchmen weren't playing for the crowd. Both Simons and Monfils badly wanted the point and just refused to give in. It was a true display of strength and endurance, because you could tell how both of them were gassed after it finally ended. Simons did manage to outlast his counterpart, but it was pretty clear he needed a break after winning the point. And this isn't the first time this pair has pushed each other to the limit. They did it back in 2011 as well at the Hamburg Open, when they produced an equally exciting and intense 60-shot rally. We're not sure if you've noticed, but Simons and Monfils have sort of stuck to the traditional style of the game. They prefer to break their opponents down instead of using aggressive shots to squeeze in points. True rallymen, if you ask us. Moving on, the greatest tennis rivalry of all time. Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal, without any doubt, the greatest rivals of all time. They've played each other a total of 58 times, and each one of their games has been super intense. And apart from just having the greatest tennis rivalry of all time, both of these guys are also the best players in the world. So you can imagine how crazy a rally between Djokovic and Nadal would be. The rally we're talking about came to the US Open in 2013 in the best match of the event. It was an absolute roller coaster ride for fans. We'd see Novak move up, and then a couple of sets later, Nadal would be on top. The match also produced one of the most brilliant and longest tennis rallies of all time, lasting for a total of 55 shots. And check this, while Djokovic won the set by breaking Nadal's lead serve, the Spaniard eventually overcame him to win the title in 4 sets. It was just a crazy game of tennis. There's just something special about seeing Nadal at his best. You can always tell he's giving it his all, and had his opponent been someone other than Djokovic, he would have smoked him. But it had to be the Serbian. Only he's capable of giving Nadal such a tough time on the court. Following up, a 30-minute rally. The rallies we've talked about so far have only lasted for maybe 2 or 3 minutes tops. They've all been very intense, no doubt about it. But what if we told you 2 professional female players back in 1984 had a rally lasting 29 minutes? The match went on for 6.5 hours, but a 30-minute rally? Now that's just mind-blowing. We're talking about the famous match between Vicki Nelson-Dunbar and Jean Heppner at the 1984 Virginia Slims tournament in Richmond, Virginia. Any guesses how many shots it might have lasted? 100? 200? Nope. The rally went on for a jaw-dropping 643 shots. The fact that these heroic women were able to go on non-stop for half an hour just speaks volumes about their determination. We're imagining how things would have been after the rally had ended. Would the umpire have called a break or something? And what was their training routine? It's pretty obvious both of these players were incredibly fit. We see modern-day greats getting gassed after playing a 2-minute rally, but 30 minutes. Still unbelievable to this very date. And in case you're wondering why rallies don't last as long today, it's because players have changed their approach. The king of clay, Rafael Nadal, is capable of putting on a 100-shot-plus rally, but he has a very aggressive approach to the game. It's the same with someone like Andy Murray. They can do it, but they'd rather just finish things off with heavy ground strokes. Up next, wearing them out. Like we said at the start of this video, there are a lot of strategies to win games, but a old tennis rally rally is always the best. It's a true test of endurance. Does the player have what it takes to win the point? Are they willing to give their all for a single point? In fact, that's actually what makes these rallies so exciting in the first place. Sure, it's really fun to see players battle it shot after shot, but there's always a clear winner. Someone who's willing to go harder and longer for that one point, and believe it or not, it's often the winner of the rally who ends up winning the game. But the 86-stroke rally between Borg and Vilas in the 1978 French Open was just embarrassing. Now, we don't want to take anything away from Vilas, since he was an exceptional tennis player. Keeping up in an 86-shot rally is no joke. It's extremely difficult, but why was it embarrassing? Well, because Borg completely wore him out. Even after the rally, Borg was pumped and could have easily gone for another 5 or 10 minutes, but Vilas, well, let's just say he was about to faint. And the interesting thing about this rally is that Guillermo Vilas was actually the defending champion. Bjorn was under a lot of pressure going into this match, but he didn't let that stop him from wearing out the defending champ in a rally first and then dismantling him in straight sets. Last but not least, Grosseto, Italy, 2017. We saved the longest and best one for last, ladies and gentlemen, and we know. You're probably wondering how a rally could go longer than an odd 600 balls, right? Well, prepare to be blown away. The rally between Simone Frediani and Danielle Pecci in Grosseto, Italy holds the official Guinness World Record for the longest tennis rally ever. We're not sure how to say this because it sounds so unbelievable, but their rally lasted an astonishing 51,283 shots. Yep, more than 50,000 shots. It took them 12 hours to complete this attempt, and if we break it down, that comes out to approximately 71 shots per minute. And while it's certainly an amazing record, this wasn't a candid rally or something. It didn't happen during a match or anything. It was actually premeditated, with Simone and Danielle both deciding they want to set the record for the longest rally in tennis history. The pair started their rally at 6 in the morning and finished at 7 in the evening. Both of these guys had to wear water bags so they could stay hydrated. We're not sure if it's ever been properly documented, but there's also a story about 2 amateur German tennis players who apparently played non-stop for 82 hours. That's a bit hard to believe, but for now, 51,283 shots remains the longest rally in tennis history. Honestly speaking, we were expecting something like maybe 5,000 shots, but 50,000 is just absurd. We don't think anything beyond 30 minutes is achievable in a real tennis match. Let's see if someone ever tries to break this record though. Hopefully, it'll be recorded this time around. That's it from our side, folks. So what do you think? Which rally was the best out of the ones we talked about today? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.